Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Elrond's Egld token from a technical analysis standpoint. If you want more of these updates, make sure to leave a like and let me know what you think of Elrond down below in the comment section. I'm not a financial advisor by any means. Anything I say is strictly my opinion on the markets. Now, if we jump into the market, on the weekly chart over here, you can see that I have set up a Fibonacci retracement with this swing low over here that we had in June. I'm just going to make sure that's on point with the swing low. Okay, let me just get that knob on. There we go. So that's our swing low, and this is our swing high. So the swing low level is called the 0 Fibonacci level, and the swing high here is called the first Fib level. In between those levels, you have your support resistance lines, and once you start breaking the swing high because you made a high, you went back down here, you created the swing low, and from there you started retracing to the upside. And once you start breaking this swing high level, right, you will be in a technical target to the 1.618, and that's almost where we got. So this played out nicely, and I never, when I look at the 1.618, I usually start taking some profits on the 1.414 and the 1.272. So if I simply waited for the price to reach the 1.618 level, which was the 627 price per token, then I would have not got my order filled, right? And I would have rode it all the way down here, right? So if you take gradual profits along the way, that's a safer way to do it, but I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not encouraging you to sell. You should do whatever you feel like doing. But okay, jumping back into the chart. So as you can see, we landed back on the golden ratio over here, which is the 0.618. And the golden ratio is the most important level for this Fibonacci retracement. Look at the support that we had here on the golden ratio on the weekly chart. So potentially we came back down here, and we're going to be holding this level as support and consolidating. As you can see, we had these two wicks to the 0.5 at $115. So that would be a great support area that I would be targeting personally. $115 at the 0.5, great support level. And we're still targeting that 1.618. I think in the next leg up, we are going to eventually get there. So from the 115 price level here to the target of the 1.618, we're going to measure the profits. That's a 440% move. And Elrond doesn't have that big of a market cap, so I think this is possible, right? I'm not following the news regarding Elrond too closely. I want to get involved in the project, to be honest with you. I do know that they have a total supply of 21 million coins. And yeah, I'm potentially going to do a full-on fundamental review of the project later on, but so far we're looking at it from a technical standpoint only. Now, like I said, if you start losing the golden ratio, look at the 0.5 as support. Below that, you do have the 0.382, but we'll take a look at these buy levels on the next chart that we're gonna look at, which is the Binance chart. Right now, I do want to take a look at the weekly RSI. You can see that we were in the overbought here during the November peak that we had. So this was a great time to take some profits, especially when you're overbought on the weekly chart. That just gives you a major signal that, hey, buddy, you should start taking profits, because this is what happens. You can see this move to the downside, and the same thing happened here. Look at this sudden move to the downside, this drop. And this is what happens when assets get overbought. People start taking profits, and you're just not going to be in time to sell when you're up here, right? So you just take profits gradually. That's what I do. Now let's jump into the Binance chart. Now jumping into the Binance chart on the weekly, so we have a buy zone here from $95 to $51.50. That is basically our swing low. I believe that our swing low. There you go. That's pretty much our swing low of the June drop that we had over here. So we don't want to be losing this June/July bottom, because that would be quite negative. That would mean that we're losing structural support. We're losing the support of this channel up pattern that we have over here. And as you can see, this pattern right now, this channel is looking very good for continuation. Each time we have a bounce from this support white trend line, we have a move to the upside. So the same way, I would expect a move to the upside on the weekly chart, and we're potentially going to hit our head on the 20 EMA before consolidating in between the EMAs and having the eventual move to the upside. That's a bullish scenario, obviously, but if that were to happen, you could see a potential 64% trade for Egld. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. If you're gonna sell when the price hits the white trend line, that's another potential take profit zone, because you can see that each time we went up to this trend line, we had a rejection. So this means that simply mathematically, there is another potential rejection at play here. So if you start climbing up and you get overextended and you hit your head on the white trend line, that would be a great take profit zone in my opinion. Also, you could coincide that with the weekly RSI being overbought. When it's above the index of 70, that's when the asset is overbought. Now, jumping into the weekly stochastic RSI, you can see that we are in the oversold here. And anywhere below the index of 20 on the stochastic RSI means that the asset is oversold. And as you can see, once you buy here, this is what you're expecting, right? But it doesn't mean that that's going to happen exactly the same way it did previously, but it just gives you an idea of what can potentially happen. Now, we have printed a bearish cross on the MACD. Now, the MACD is a lagging indicator. Basically, you get the bearish cross or the bullish cross on the MACD several days after the downtrend had already started. So this is what I call a confirmation indicator. You look at this for confirmation. If you saw the bearish cross, you could have waited a little while before investing more into Elrond, and you could have got into it at a cheaper price over here. But like I said, draw this out on your charts. This channel up pattern is very bullish in my opinion, with a potential breakout towards the euphoric stage of the bull market. We can get absolutely overextended here, and yeah, that's potentially what I see happening. Obviously, in a bearish scenario, we would lose this this support right now and drop back down into this area over here and potentially consolidate here, get back into the channel of pattern and continue on. That's the bearish scenario in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see how the markets react to all the news coming out lately from the Fed and the potential quarterly earnings revealed that we can have from some of the tech companies. You know, if they have Bitcoin on their balance sheets, then that can potentially send the markets into a relief rally, and that will present us a great swing trading opportunity. But that is pretty much it for me, guys. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know for how long are you planning to hold the Elrond token. Let me know what are your thoughts on the project. Let me know if you want to see a fundamental review on the project here on the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Make sure to check out the Telegram chat, the Discord server, and we also have a Patreon with technical analysis, video requests, buy alerts, sell alerts. We have like 17 low cap gem calls in there that I'm not sharing with the public community because I want to give the patrons as much value as possible. But yeah, all the links are in the description. Goodbye and good night.